top of it. EDG are looking to wombo up a team fight and trust in that to win this game, but I've already seen WE get wins this way, playing the Outlast style, and I think it is winners without flash, without that play, as you called out. Xiaohao will take over to level 6 first. He's also spotted on a ward going for these Raptors, and there's the Paranoia immediately engaged on top of him. He's going to smite the big Krug, but he doesn't have 6. Flash for flash, follow. Shockwave going to get the CC shield off of Monkey, and Xiaohao will punish Monkey for the aggressive invade and get EDG on the board first.
Yes, are definitely going to like this if they have the opportunity to apply pressure in a side lane.
Scaris is going to drop the Emperor's Divide early and just sets up the easy Shockwave over Paranoia combo. It's like Carousel, but everywhere else, EDG's items also just further leaning into the fact that they will dominate this mid game. And it certainly helps that they now have the first 2 Drakes under their belt as we look towards an Ocean Soul for game 1.
And that Soul in about 10 minutes is hang on, ZDZ might be in trouble.
WE, we're getting proactive. I like it. On the hunt, popped. Cube here to just try and get some CC down on the ZDZ. Yao here as well. He's going to eat the public execution. And ZDZ's going to get the double dash. He has his flash as well. Gets over the fat wall. Double dashing in style as ZDZ as he outplays the 1v3 gank. And, well, okay, hold on. Let's not ruin it. Holding this turret. He's gonna stay here. I don't hate it. Fine. He does have his Nico coming on over. Perukia waiting off in the wings with Pop Blossom available. If WE get a little bit too big for their britches. But they'll just settle for a couple of plates thanks to the grubs. But what's happening on bot side?
Yep, I like this a lot. Angel allowing himself to side lane and goal. You place this in mid lane and you really open up the map on that bot side. You make it a lot more difficult for WE to contest you. As, hang on,
Karis
in a bit of trouble.
We were praising you, buddy, but you forgot you don't have a tier 1 turret. He's got a flash and dash, but here comes Xiaohao to land right on top of his head. He's got no dashes, no flashes, and now no color left in his screen.
And 3 members on bot lane. I mean, you gotta send someone here now for WE. You can see the reset is coming off from Cube to try and save this turret. I don't think they're going to get the full thing. Actually, they might. All right, let's see if the train... Yeah, okay, so the train arrives just in time to save the tower, and Cube is going to deny a little bit of gold from EDG, but they still got a ton of plates, so they are continuing to convert a lot of these kills and a lot of these picks that they get into actually to build into getting around those 2 item breakpoints for themselves. This Dragon has spawned. Herald is still in inventory.
Nobody saw him in the brush. It's still Xiaohao engaged. Wild Growth comes across. Yaoyao's going to get tagged, though. About has to flash out of the bullet time as well, as Yaoyao will drop. TP coming over top to make sure 5 members strong. Angel's going to force Monkey to flash out of his own jungle as well. EDG are bloodthirsty to right the wrongs of this matchup first time round.
And who needs the Pop Blossom? Immediately started up there. I love the confidence from Xiaohao yet again. He starts up the fight. ZDZ is there to follow. Point. All of the things are starting to come up heads for them. And WE really just desperate for any kind of a response, but they're not able to make one. They're going to be late to intercepting this Drake. Maybe they can look for a kill on the receiving end, but I don't think it's possible. It's Cube.
Okay. Shortest little shuffle there on the unstoppable onslaught. How do they do it, though? Especially without that Scion ult, right? It's like, what are we banking on? Monkey hitting a cleaver? I mean, he just smited for a slow. Doesn't even get rid of the strut passive. Leave just dancing around all of WE as they look to converge on this mid-tier 1 turret, which they will finally knock down to pick up some much-needed gold, but there's always a trade.
It feels like it might be shave off some of these engages from WE, or EDG.
You're certainly right, Quacks. I love watching the... Oh, hold on. Paranoia. Jump on from Xiaohao. It's Yaoyao again. He gets feared up. Wild Growth. Does not matter. There's nothing happening there to save Yaoyao. It's another pick here from Xiaohao and a mighty first 20 minutes here from EDG. But as good of a lead as this is, Quacks, I do want to bring up the point that this part of the game forward has been where EDG has struggled the most. Hopefully it doesn't come at this Baron they're forcing at 21 and a half minutes. WE are looking to make a stand here. They are TPing in a 4 versus 5. Pop Blossom isn't going to do anything. Monkey Pops has some dosage. He's running right after Angel, but a clutch fear comes down from Xiaohao. First take is cut down. Bullet time is interrupted on leave. Thanks to Q's a decimating smash. But there's no way for any carries to step up. They don't have their pocket Kin Lulu, and they don't have their big tanky Mundo. So it's only Cube that takes some harass. Maybe at least Team WE should have stalled off this Baron play.
Yeah,
But right now, attention must go towards this Drake pit. You called it out. We're getting a Ocean Soul Drake spawning at 24.5 minutes, and Perukia already has a devastating flank with Monkey down to about half HP. ZDZ and Perukia are looking. Finally, Perukia will be spotted, so WE know they have to go further into enemy territory because the enemy is behind them, waiting and lurking. ZDZ and Perukia want to find a miracle flank as the Dragon has been started up. On the hunt, going to be popped for extra move speed. Perukia's going to make his move now. The Pop Blossom goes down. They don't get any big hits. And this time, About's able to save up. That's a huge effort to fight, but the bullet time from Leave will put the cherry on top. A masterful game one from EDG. It's Monkey only finding one trade back. It is on to the jungler, but now all the carries, the support systems are gone. It's just the tanks hoping they get a crack at this Dragon that they never will truly see.
I mean, okay, now Monkey is over the wall. Really good blast cone there from ZDZ.
Oh, yep. Gonna have to flash right back over where he came from, and now there is no chance for him to really contest this. I mean, how does he get over this wall? He's got to walk around, and Monkey will surrender the Ocean Soul to the jungler-less EDG.
Kills the layering again from EDG, really what I think determined that fight. And just the fact that they're too far ahead, WE really can't fight back. There's a Baron on the board, and they're just going to immediately start it. They don't even have to get a pick. They're confident enough to say, if you want to fight us on this, go ahead, try it.
We dare you to walk into our ultimates. All 5 of them back up and available, but WE have no other option than to throw caution to the wind. Baron down about 5k as the lights do go out. Where does Xiao Hao go in? He's going to mark on top of a target with the bullet time shockwave that drags Yao Yao back down under. And here comes the Pop Blossom to grab 3 more members. Pulling execution hits onto About. EDG are lining these ultimates like they got the biggest target in front of them. Flash out of Cars to try and get back as Monkey is starting to heal up here. But again, who is left to deal damage in this fight? Karis is just tickling this Ambessa, who's constantly dashing through all these tanks. The Azir turret gonna get knocked down, and EDG can finally set their sights back on more structures. And WE have to be very careful where they want to really pick their chance to recall. It's a 2-man split here from EDG now. Angel and ZDZ, the solo laners, will push up 1 wave, while 2 damage dealers tangle with Baron a 3rd and likely final time.
That unironically looked like the best to fight WE have had all game long, but it's too little, it's too late. The Ocean Soul provides too much safety, and EDG are too durable at this point. They're going to knock down this Baron and all wear purple. Like, people that love money getting out...
There's some money.
Out by the EDG members.
Yeah, you're right. If only you could tap into the lore of your characters when you're down 9k gold in a very important game of League of Legends. If only. All right, hold on. Leave is a bit out of position here. Good dodge on the unstoppable onslaught. The slow will come across. Shockwave has to be used defensively. Leave will turn for the bullet time, but will get shut down. And Xiao Hao, he's chasing down About, but he's not going to find that kill. Broomwing forces out the GA. There was a big pop blast on Perukia, but now Angel needs consistent damage and CDC to the backline, but he doesn't even find the kill on Cube. He's taking up turret aggro. Takes about 5 or 6 shots, and it somehow doesn't matter. ZDZ goes right back out where he came from. But Leave's mispositioning woes continue to hamper EDG's potential. They go even in a fight they had no business being that close in.
WE hold the line. Angel's going to stay and keep applying pressure onto this bot side, and that Ocean Soul is allowing him to heal up and really be healthy in what is essentially a 1v3 on the bot side now. He's doing as much damage as he possibly can over to Monkey, but he's got to be very careful not to overstell his welcome.
Oh my Lord. Who's really overstaying right now, Quacks? It doesn't really feel like it's Angel.
Nope. The Ocean Soul is really providing that sustain that he needs in order to look more aggressive. Knocks down the turret, opens up the base of be able to look for this soul that's coming up in about a minute as we do go back to the replay. And yeah, Leave.
Quacks, he has flash.
Good.
He has flash his entire time.
Please, man.
Oh, hold on. Is ZDZ killing Carson live? Yep, he is. Oh, you didn't need to do the public execution, ZDZ. This guy's freestyling on the Ambessa right now.
And ZDZ kind of making up for his earlier mispositions by his AD carry. Now it's a 4v5. All the lanes are pushing, and I don't think the Elder is going to be contestable by WE here, especially if Monkey goes down, as he is chipped down to about half HP. This Mundo really not able to deliver the damage and be that just walking tank that we expect him to be in, and like Monkey has displayed so many times over the course of his games playing it.
I know you wanted us to disagree for the sake of fun arguments on our group ascend talk for these two teams. We're going to have to tab that conversation because Cube is going for a very deep ride in enemy territory here. Monkey's going to try and lead the charge like Mundos do. Not a care in the world. CC spell shield. I don't really care about that. I've got maximum dosage, and I've got a date with Elder. Can he get in here? Pop Blossom's going to delay him, and he won't pick up the Elder. And now the turn will come out. But down goes Monkey, and the Elder Dragon is making his statement on the map with these executes. There's another one. A bout will go down. CDZ picks himself up a pretty big triple kill. We'll find another one on top, taking down Karis, and that will polish off maybe one of the most dominating wins from start to finish from EDG, as they'll take a 1-0 series lead in their final series of Group Perseverance.
WE definitely the favorites of this best of 3, but EDG with a statement game on Team WE from being able to initiate a lot of these plays around contested spaces, but you've also got to deal with the Nautilus, and you've got to deal with the Jarvan Cataclysm if you're immobile, and start to stack up those items as this big AP threat for Team WE.
Let me tell you, if that was... Oh, hold on. This TP from Leave. Oh, no.
No,
it's total grief. He doesn't even have flash. Oh, my God. It's like soft serve how easy and sweet.
More strides to be... You know, not making it the Monkey show and wanting to be relevant, wanting to be these carries, and Monkey has taken, you know, he's still there, but he's taken more of a backseat, I would say, and being that one guy who kind of carries the whole team.
Steps a little too far forward, gets knocked up by the flag and drag. He'll return by Peruki as he looks for the route down onto Yao Yao. Piercing arrow's going to come out here. Yao Yao's going to get chunked and cut down. Xiao Hao picks up that kill, flag, and drags right back through, and About now has to commit the flash, and that completely switches the dynamic of this bottom river. It should now be Xiao Hao not only with first access to that dragon, but maybe even level 6 first here, Quacks.
Going to be struggling potentially in some of these fights, as we might see one happen right now, but Xiao Hao has that Cataclysm.
Has ult and Cataclysm. He's going to go for this. He has to. Flag and drag over. Does he win the smite fight? He's going to flash, steal it, flag and drag out. Oh, that style is Xiao Hao. That's your Game 1 MVP showing up in Game 2.
He's smiling in the player cams. Not only did he have the ultimate advantage, but he also had the smite advantage. Monkey hasn't gotten...
Corruption. So EG are going to calm their play here and take the win of forcing Karis to TP down and Yao Yao to flash away.
Yao Yao also has level 6, but he is very low. Yeah, there's a lot of poke on this comp. They can just jail them in this area. They know as well that the Wukong is on the opposite side of the map, so they can just keep playing this game.
Oh, no, About. He hits the dredge line between worlds. Karis is going to go right after Lee, but he flashes and gets the heal as the crash down of the Cataclysm. Xiao Hao finds a kill into About, and Karis doesn't have the damage to force out a kill trade. TP is coming through here. Is Cube. He has ult. He's looking to fire through with the Flame Spitter. Finds the first kill. Equalizer down as well. Lee knows he's dead. He's looking for the trade, and he will find it as he makes sure that it goes even. Now it's the mid laners going for About here. Karis versus Angel, but one of them has a lot more mana and a lot more power, that being Karis. And he'll let Angel walk away, but it's Team WE that make that dive ever so costly for Edward Gaming.
A questionable equalizer there from Q, but he still gets the job done. He thwarts that play from EDG, and they don't really lose a lot for it. You can see that Monkey is now onto ZDZ.
Double Cyclone. Call of Forge God coming out here from CDC. He wants the knockup.
No!
Swing! Cube with the 6th sense. He's going to go for the equalizer, cut down the wave.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, it's EDG still looking for this dive. I mean, Weaver's walled up here. We've got to go for it. Nobody from Team W will make it up here to really help him. And they're going to go for the dive here. Flag and drag, double knockup. Everyone throwing Cube into the air. And that's more like it for EDG on their dive attempt as they cut down Cube.
I mean, I love it. I absolutely love it. I really like the intuition there from Cube to go for the ultimate, but it just does not stop EDG from committing to that play. Karis is very out of position.
Rooted, knocked up. You have to use between worlds here to get back towards turret, but the depth charge is going to follow and should set up Leaf for a Chains of Corruption. Piercing arrow, sniped down. It is going to be ZDZ far behind him towards this play. WE have the much better inside track, even though AD carry shows up first, but there's a lot of pinks coming down. EDG have a tough decision to make, and I think Karis might just made it for him. As Angel might just get deleted here between worlds. Karis is going to go after Angel.
Shield.
As a flag and drag up interrupt from Xiao Hao is going to stop the hip for Angel. Going to be a big factor, but EDG once again kind of slow to the play. Does Xiao Hao have another steal in him? Not even going to get a shot.
Definitely falling for the trap of going for Nasher when they don't have the damage to do so or the time to do so. ZDZ
is a madman.
Doesn't have the damage. but he does have the time. Yeah, he's just going to walk away.
Chains of Corruption, though. Nice catch from
land.
Leave. They're going to go right after Cube, and he's down. Lee picks up that kill, and a huge seismic shove from Angel. Cuts down Monkey as well. About Transcendent trying to dash back. Xiaohao's going to throw him in a Cataclysm, and the piercing arrow will come through. Lee.
It's the Ornhorn. Good things happen for EDG. I've seen enough. These guys are going to Ascend. They're winning Ascend, and they're winning Worlds. You've heard it here first. EDG.
No, Quack. Quack's all your...
Maybe the fight could have at least equalized a little bit, but now Dragon has started. We're fighting over another objective, and EDG are a lot stronger.
Karis is on the flank. Cube already loses his flash. Yao Yao down about half HP, still has the Unbreakable Will, but Karis is looking for a clutch flank of his own. Goes into the invis, he's going after the backline. There's Monkey to jump on top of Angel. Stun comes across, Monkey should have that kill, but both mid laners will go down. No, Angel gets himself out here. And now Monkey has to redirect towards Perukia and Xiaohao. The Unara down. Over the wall, About can't get back in, but they're still making it work thanks to Cube's damage. Angel chunked out of the fight, and Monkey's gonna go chasing after Leave. EDG's carries get way too scattered.
Oh, God.
And now they're relying on Xiaohao to go for a steal, and he gets it again! Denies Soul Point and dies valiantly for Edward Gaming.
Monkey misses the smite for the second time, and Xiaohao gets EDG their second Drake. Even though WE win the fight, their reward is completely diminished, and now off spawn with the Baron. Angel is just running down the members of WE in the bot lane.
Gotta be, well, now he's gonna get a TP. Oh boy, Angel, we need to figure out this is a bad spot to be in fast up. There's the invis. And Karis deletes Angel. Overextension.
Yup. EDG. Still, though, I mean, they get their prize at the Dragon Slayer. They don't get the soul point, and that is going to be delayed yet again. Is another replay coming out here.
What did we miss?
Did Leave just kill Yao Yao? I think he did.
He gets away from chains. Wow, maybe he did. Oh my God, yeah, he did. He just walked him down. Boop. One more Q. Yep. Okay, Leave.
Arcane Comet
1,000 gold after the Baron. So that is group perseverance for you. Let's see if they can get one auto onto this turret. ZDZ, he has to flash for it. He still doesn't get the turret. He'll finally pick it up. Cube TV's in the background. He's going to eat a depth charge. Angel's going to put down a Weaver's Wall. W have to walk all around it, but the Equalizer comes through, and that TP 30% HP shield means Cube has really no threat. Between Worlds is going to try to get Karis further forward, but he's a change of corruption. Flag and Dragon Gauge and Leave will punish the overextension from Karis. And now EDG feel like they can go back forward. There's the Cataclysm. Monkey's going to dash after it, but Perukia gets the Drench Line onto About. He's very low. He's getting flashed on and cut down to size by Xiaohao. One mistake, easily punished by Edward Gaming. It's a quadra kill over to their star AD carry.
And Karis goes too far. WE advance 1, 2, and 3. The new addition to this EDG squad. Doubted so many times. Matching around this mid lane, trying to fight for control over these waves. But EDG are first to the river, and Monkey's just face checking.
Oh no, his dash gets canceled. He has to flash out the seismic shove. Here comes the Ornhorn ZDZ. Will it find a mark? No, it gets interrupted there by Yao Yao, but he throws himself into the fray to do so. He does get a lot of value on the Unbreakable Will, but now he has no way out. That's a great Weaver's Wall from Angel, and while it may take a lot of time to cut down the cow, he gets turned into beef for the future. Gray screen for him. Flash from Leave after he eats a piercing arrow. About has to flash right after him. WE have control of the Barren River side of the map, but I think EDG have much bigger priorities.
And we can see WE are all on that top side, maybe saying, hey, we might go for the Baron. We might try and, you know, throw this objective, but they have no chance of being able to do it. I mean, they've got to save these waves. They've got to make sure to respond to the pressure that EDG are now putting onto the map. Soul point for the EDG comp. And they're going for the Baron as 2 people, but they're completely alone, guys. Please. Please, what are we doing?
All right, hold on. They have Karis TPing in. About is here, but yeah, I mean, Monkey's down to half HP. They're going back onto it. It's not even below 10k HP, and now they're trying to TP in Cube, but he's surrounded by EDG. Karis, he's got nowhere to run. It's actually Yao Yao. Karis is trying to stall. Good flash. He won't get killed off, but Leave is taking down Monkey on the front side of the fight. They come off the Baron. WE, their desperation is way too much. The EDG must find a way to punish them back through. It's Monkey, Cube, and Yao Yao down. EDG feels so brash and bullish, they don't even want the Baron, they want the series.
EDG are marching toward the mid lane. WE are too desperate to make these plays too late on the trigger. If this was a Western draw 1v1 Slayer, WE, they wouldn't even be able to get their hand to the holster before
Probably should have just went for this Baron before, but They do pick it up nonetheless here. And most importantly, I don't even care about the win, Quacks, right now. Let's have a positive Baron power play. That'll
Just
really...
trying to really thin out WE at this point in the game, split them up as much as possible. Cube is splitting on the top side of the map, so I feel like they can just really pull the trigger onto this tier 2, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Because WE, they don't have the numbers advantage, they're missing their top laner, they're not able to contest this or save that tower at all. And I am interested, are they going to pull the trigger under the turret? ZDZ is very tanky. Xiao Hao has that Guardian Angel. You have a bunch of safety nets to be able to go for an aggressive play like this. We'll have to see if they pull the trigger to try and end this game out.
2 piercing arrows on a Yao Yao thanks to the armor pen now is half HP for Yao Yao. That is rough. The oppressive nature of a Varus and a Talia pushing down your base, a scary sight nonetheless. WE are getting chipped away at. They're getting poked and prodded, cornered, and dared to come out to fight back here. But it is becoming more and more difficult. A couple more shots from this cannon minion will finally break the base. It's low enough that ZDZ can just walk up and auto it down. WE's base is now being collected. EDG, I mean,
Cube?
I don't even... Cube? That equalizer hurt my soul to look at, and you deserve to lose another turret. You know what?
Right.
Let's take away some inhibitors for that one as well.
I think these top laners, with their ultimates, what is happening? Like, it's like literally a pattern between these two. That isn't even Cube's first questionable equalizer. He had one on that bot side.
Up shop. And set, more importantly, some traps named Leave for any walk-in from WE. Karis. The bacon fight he had earlier
They saw him for like a
millisecond.
millisecond.
I don't see any pings, though. I don't know if he's actually here, but Cube gets caught in the Zhonya's. Yao Yao's getting engaged now. Here comes the equalizer. Karis is not here to get in yet, and they've already lost Yao Yao. Xiao Hao is going to trap him out in the cataclysm. He goes into the GA, but Monkey gets caught from Angel. Seismic shove. Yao Yao should finally go down, as Xiao Hao has somehow found a way to survive. Karis is going to throw caution to the wind and go after that one. He has Angel marked, and he forces Leaf to flash away, but he is safe and sound and firing out arrow after arrow to the heart of Team WE. EDG get their revenge, and will end group perseverance with a 2-0 sweep.
EDG making you believe at the end of the regular season, 3 series wins in a row. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And EDG finished the regular season strong with a 2-0 over the 4-1 WE. Let there be no doubt. You better start believing this.
Roaming from Xiaohu in the mid lane. So I think that this might end up being quite a slow game. I think that with the Poppy in the jungle, it's actually quite good.
Started up here by JJ while his bot side has some priority. We might be losing that priority, who knows? Okay. Hook goes down. Kyle still has his ultimate if he wants to go in. The re-engage into Arha. His Hope is rifling away. But here comes a knock-up and here comes a rise. Cataclysm catches both of them. First blood to Arha. And now Kyle is going to be targeted out next. He does have that ultimate running, that unbreakable will, but they break it anyway. Elk picks up the other.
Just I think that Tarzan just clearing out the ward near the dragon. And with JJ hovering on the side, both junglers are still here.
Yeah, it looks like we're going in again. Another unbreakable will. Elk is able to ult away and create some space. Knockup's going to go down onto Hope, so he can't really get in this fight for the moment. Shoved up against the walls, Arha, and he is going to fall after the shield falls off. It's Hope getting that kill, and Kyle is looking for more balls on him. JJ locks everybody in and throws away the key to stem the bleeding.
It'll be at least a little bit of an answer for Waybo, but AL, this time, jungle is around. Here comes a Realm Warp.
This is going to be a good play onto Hope here. Flash from Hope. Tarzan denies everybody. And now he's on the backside. Wow. JJ's forced to flash away, but Elk can't survive. It's Xiaohu against the world, and he doesn't have the help. He'll trade out on Hope, but die himself. A double kill for Shanks.
Tarzan plays that so well. Way too far, but Tarzan is ready with the flash. Really well timed to deny the EQ. Knocks him into the wall. And it's almost AL playing this picture perfectly without anyone dying. Back in top.
We're still fighting on the top side. Shockwave down onto Zika, and he is going to fall. Shanks is everywhere right now. He's 3-0.
Positioned around this Drake. No flashes on the carries on AL. So Waybo feel confident to step up here.
The walls are going to be closing in a second. Here comes the Keeper's verdict. Who's it going to land on? JJ able to dodge it out. Gets
Nice.
the Dragon himself. We have a teleport coming in from Shanks on the backside. Public execution as well. Xiaohu, Elk trying to deal with this front line. Equalizer goes down. They're stuck. They're stuck, but the Unbreakable Will means he's going to be all right. Elk gets to the backside. Flashes from Kyle and is putting on a show, but he can't flash that. Double kill for him, but the Realm Warp coming in to pick up the rest of the pieces. Tarzan, the lone man standing, burned away by the fires of Waybo. That is an ace.
And not only do they get so well together, this damage potential from the team right now with the Rumble, with this Rise, has most likely evened up the gold completely in mid. I mean, the gold total was a few thousand gold in favor of AL. Now it's back in Waybo's pockets.
Oh, Kyle trying to deny JJ. Won't be able to there. So big objective pickups for...
And yeah, that starts with Tarzan missing that ult. And it's more of a...
Oh my God.
JJ dodges it.
Hope forced to heal. Oh, the ultimate wasn't quite there, but Elk getting the barrier, the heals, and it's a trade out of carries, and now we're doing support and jungle combat. That combat's not going to last too long, but more craziness going down as Shanks watches Xiaohu slip through his fingers.
You see the player cams? Both players kind of adjusted themselves, and it looked like they were both like, yeah, okay, not too bad. That's how they both felt about that exchange. They 1-for-1 each other. Both of them get the kill gold as well. Both on 2 items. That was an anime battle, if I've ever seen one. But, I mean, Tarzan has played this early game so well, but that fight would have looked so much better if they would have flipped it. So they are the ones in the river. Waybo desperately trying to get contest on the mid wave by using this Herald. But as you can see, Shanks has roam anytime he wants to. Herald is going to be used. I don't know if this is going to kill the tower, but again, it's flipped once again. Waybo now have first strike into the river as AL have to clear out this Herald first. Both mid laners feel kind of...
I don't know. Okay, we're fighting the dragon. All right, we're fighting the dragon right now. 2,000 HP. Okay, JJ gets that one, locks everybody in. They have nowhere to go. He's getting lit up himself, but Zik is overheated, doing a lot of damage. Elk doing so much over the wall as well. Hope trying to get away. Hook going to go back down on Kyle as Kyle is burning. Hope is tagged on the back line.
Go Elk!
The killer instinct, and he wants it bad. He gets a kill and gets shoved out, and Waybo Gaming force AL away.
A massive dragon fight again. JJ dodges the Keeper's verdict, and Elk pops off in the fight. 2 dragons now. Scales so well in this game.
You can see in the inventory of JJ, he's got that protoplasm harness. Hang on, we're seeing an engage down here onto JJ himself, but he's so much tankier with that protoplasm harness. Here's an equalizer. We'll finally be able to take him down. Now we're looking for a little bit more. Hook hits the wall, which means Arha was forced to go in, and they turn it around on him. It's a double kill for Hope. Elk gets one back, but he expertly flashes over the wall. Backside of this fight, Zik is in trouble, tagged up by the public execution, but now we got a Realm Warp coming in. Xiaohu showing up to the party. It's a 4v3. Elk trying to do what he can. Tarzan goes down to an overload, and now Waybo Gaming want to turn this around. Elk taking a long flank here, lying in wait. This turret still stands. We'll back off. Wait, you do have Xiaohu with both of his summoners, which does mean that it could be opportunity for Rise to take over. He's got that. Rod of Ages fully stacked. Waybo Gaming gonna go and find Hope. He's tagged up and he's caught. And 2 people get punted out. Zika's teleport lands, but so does Flandra's. Shockwave goes down. Here comes a Realm Warp. Xiaohu wants to join this fight, trying to help Zika, but Zika will fall. Flash, knock him, public execution. Elk desperately trying to get away, and he does. And he finds a kill himself. Xiaohu forced to flash. Elk tagging everybody up, but just doesn't have all the damage right now. Shanks with the flash forward will finish off Xiaohu.
It's a scrappy fight, Yanni, but AL find a win in this game. Tarzan hits one of his...
Something is not quite right here. He's going to look to walk in.
This is going down fast. JJ has been good with the steals. Ooh. Tarzan has ult available in a few seconds.
Goes down. They're going to find Hope. Equalizer as well. He's going to dash away, but Arha's in trouble. Shockwave will take him down. It's another kill to Hope.
Well, Tarzan will hold the ult nearly... If you let that go, Arha would have been saved from that fight. But the Baron shreds you. Oh, Flandra misses the ult. That's another tool of AL's gone. The Equalizer did a ton of damage, and the Baron did too. This Baron in Season 26, Season 16 is very tough to take.
1 minute and 49 seconds until this next dragon right now. Again, the next fight could be so explosive. Jay Beto could really turn this one around. We're seeing AL go in. Elk is going to kill her instinct over to the side. Flandre immediately blown up. Punted out of the fight is Arha. Tarzan was stuck. It's a double kill for Elk, and now they're looking for more equalizer just to slow him up. Xiaohu wants Kyle. Uses his ultimate just to get out. And it's a 2-0 in favor of Waybo.
It would need to hit a really nice ult though.
Tarzan's ultimate's
he
a little
got
late,
three.
but he knocked 2 people out. JJ locks him up. Arha getting tagged up, and look who's trying to rejoin the fight. It's Elk and it's Xiaohu, but AL are trying to go in full retreat. Hook down onto Flandre, but Arha dies. Kyle flashes in. They get on top of Elk, but nobody's there to follow up. Shanks Flandre can't get to him. Look at the killer instinct on the backside. It's Elk against the world in a 2v1. Dashing away, flashing forward. This guy's insane.
What is happening? Elk
Come into their own, and while Hope has played pretty well this game, Elk has just played that much better. 34 minutes into this game.
Deny the soul, but they seem more concerned with stopping the base again.
All right, knockups down onto JJ. We have a teleport coming in for Flandre here. He's going to teleport to one of the wards in the mid lane and now head toward this dragon. It looks like he's going to be the one to start it up. Xiaohu now just getting his back off. And a window of opportunity missed by Waybo Gaming.
What a start to our first game of this series. I mean, in standings, AL is so far up above Waybo. You know, Realm Warp onto Baron.
Yeah, we're just going for it.
Waybo are going for this. The dragon has been secured. The Baron will be gone. There is no way AL make it, but the fight comes after.
Shanks TP'd in. It's an opportunity to maybe make a play. Does have that shockwave available. Ball is sitting there. Look on the other side. It's again Tarzan. Flandre bringing up the rear. Cataclysm going to go down. Look at everybody trying to get up, but Shanks just dies. He dies without using his ultimate. Keeper's Verdict doesn't land on anybody, and that means it's time for Waybo Gaming to play. Kyle will fall. It's a double kill for Elk.
I think we've learned. I think we can 7 slots Kai'Sa, 6 legendary items with boots. This early in the game, the inhibitor will break and AL will have to watch and try to defend as Waybo push in for the end.
Shanks up in 10 seconds, as is Kyle. 5v3 for the moment. First turn's going to fall. Public execution going down, but look who's safe. It's the carries. It's another kill for Elk. A double kill for Elk. He's going to look for Hope next, but he will fall. But so will the Nexus. Waybo Gaming shocking AL in game 1.
And win that matchup in the early game into the mid game and giving Xiaohu something that he can dictate the pace on with this Xin Zhao. I agree with you. I don't love the Aurora Xin Zhao comp. I guess he's just caught. Thinks that he's allowed to stay there, has to flash, and then the wild growth means he has to flash away as well.
JJ finds himself quickly in a 2v1. No hero's entrance to save him.
Kyle's
and that's
here.
going to be first blood going over to AL. That was... I'm shocked by that, Jay Beto.
Yeah, I am a little too. I was looking at the bottom, thinking about here, so Tarzan will be able to pick up the dragon as well. No Cloud Soul this game. But even still, Jej's just backed. He has his item, but Xiaohu doesn't have his first item completed yet. Shanks is just walking in.
Yep, and guess what? Tarzan and Flandre show up.
No flash.
JJ is caught in the back. Another hero's entrance coming through. Flash out from Shanks. Between Worlds not doing much. There's back to Tarzan, though. Ezek is in trouble. Laser going down, and they're bursting out. Waybo, JJ running out of space to operate. Decimating smash, and Shanks will finish him off.
JJ got the scuttle. That's nice, but even though I think Waybo play a hold on Hope.
Oh yeah. Elk is losing this
fight.
Is
he just dead?
Hope looking to clean him up. Just a little bit left. Flash for flash, but you flash a little too late. And Hope is getting his lick. Trying to make an entrance here. It is so difficult, especially with Kyle playing bouncer on the one side. There's not much for Waybo Gaming to do, as AL will soundly take down the Rift Herald with no contest.
3,000 gold lead. Hard to walk into a Pantheon, hard to walk into a Nico. Already again, so this time we do have the quests. The lanes are getting changed up very quickly before all the quests are completed. Right now it is only Xiaohu.
This team needed, but it hasn't quite come through yet here in Split 1. We'll have to track his development for the year. Rift Herald's going to get dropped here in the mid lane as we see JJ has to go in. Knockup is there. Oh my goodness, Arha evaporates and no help is coming. We do have to have a teleport from our mid laner, Xiaohu, but he's in the middle of everybody. Pop Blossom knocks
Kyle.
out multiple members, and AL will knock him down. Kyle dies on the backside, but the fight is still theirs. Here we go to the back line. Pantheon goes, knocked up, but Xiaohu dies too.
And Kyle will fall down after his great ult, as if, Yanni, that game one never happened. AL back with a good early game. Shanks is going to let the cannon die out. Nice, it does die. Even then, he's so tanky.
We talked about how AL had the dynamite, they set the chargers, and they are a controlled demolition of Waybo Gaming so far here in game 2. We've just crossed the 20-minute mark, 6,500 gold lead, and it is sizable everywhere. I mean, this jungle is almost a 1,000 gold difference. It is...
Get there at all. This Siva is very far behind. Arha is chunked down by one, and we're going.
In trouble too. Here's a Pop Blossom coming through. Only onto the one target. There's the knockup as well. Look at this backline. Elk is doing what he can to get this damage in. Tarzan's so damn low. Somebody kill this guy. He'll finally go down to Zika as Elk continues to kite out as best he can. Flandra starting to take some turret shots, flashing forward. Elk still fading away. Hope going forward will finish him off. We've got Zika on the back line getting another shutdown here. He will finally fall. A double kill for Flandra in that zombie form. It's another
It looks exactly how it did before. Tarzan's going to get this Drake, though. It's an objective bounty for Waybo. They're not going to be able to get that. And Waybo cannot walk in at all. They have no front line. It's just this Hollowed Radiance Galio. AL can, despite that small slip-up that ended up kind of being okay for them.
Started up, pings are on it.
There's just no vision. Waybo can't walk in. There's a TP here from Xiaohu, but the Baron's going to be gone before they even see it.
All right, we're looking for Shanks first, just fighting front to back. It's that crescent guard looking into the backside is Flandra, as Elk is just trying to fire away. Knockup coming through with a Pop Blossom. It's multiple members. Flandra going to go down here. Elk gets credit for that kill. Xiaohu will end up falling. Zika trying to get away, but a great ultimate from Tarzan. And Elk has to fight out of a corner, and he knows it. 4v2, Zika and Elk against the world.
I don't love these sends from AL. I think the Baron is genuinely gone there. Waybo have no way of getting in. Maybe they're worried about getting chased down by Waybo. El's ult is quite good, sure, but giving any kills over to Elk is bad.
Well, this could be the pick they need. And look who's coming to sandwich them. It's Flandra. He's keeping JJ away. Zika will fall, and now AL have another man advantage.
Surely committing to this Baron, they are doing it, but Hope has to dash over the wall. The Baron without Hope runs really slowly. I don't like where Shanks and Kyle are.
Kyle is on that flank. You know, it'll be a disgusting Pop Blossom if he can find a way. Here comes Kyle looking in. It's only on to Xiaohu, but that's good enough. Elk's got to try to get away from Flandra, and he does put some distance between them, but he just doesn't have the damage quite yet. JJ getting knocked up. He's going to head over to his chickens for the escape. But AL will move back toward the Baron.
This is just a dance at this point. Where AL go towards the Baron. They start it up. Waybo walk in, and AL instantly turn away. Surely this time, there is a pink ward on the Baron, but surely this time, AL get the Baron. We are a minute and a half away. There's a pink ward, sorry, a blue orb on the Baron. It's 7,000 gold, but Waybo are walking back in.
4,000, 3,000, getting lower. Zika's between worlds is there. Shanks is low, but he's still alive. Baron finally secured. No, now will finally fall. JJ getting to the back line here, but he will end up dying. Elk looking for more. Zika forced to flash away, but Elk is rifling away with these auto attacks. What a spear over the wall for the double kill, but Elk getting protected. This might be the turnaround that they need. Flandre's going to be the next target. He's shielded up. Elk is trying to chase him down. That fleet foot passive out of the Sivir. Will it be enough to get him closer? He's going to get the speed up on top of it. But the Scion ultimate means he's out. Elk,
he's going to be up. This is going to be Soul. I still think AL like 99% done, but it doesn't feel like it.
Elk has 100% crit. He is there. No spell shield, trying to get away from the Pantheon here. Now it's his time to turn around, but look who's coming around the corner. Pop Blossom, Elk is caught. Not going to keep him alive. He's shredding them, but he goes down. Critically good play there coming through from Kyle as Waybo Gaming have to scatter back to the top side. Urha forced to flash away. Hope is looking for what a big one. Big shot in the arm there. And AL are looking to shove.
if the gold wasn't where it's at, I think Elk would have pentakilled that fight. I think AL are playing these fights around Elk very haphazardly. The gold lead is really what's pulling them through this. They send it onto Elk, but it's all kind of all over the place. Luckily, Kyle at the end hits a really nice ult onto Elk, takes him down. But Arha provides so much...
Very wide. It is an uphill battle for Waybo Gaming here in Game 2. But if anybody can do it, it's their AD carry. Elk immediately getting forced away. Everybody dropping damage on him. Here comes Pantheon over the top of the Grand Starfall. Not going to land on anybody, but the turret's going to go down. The siege going to continue here for anyone's legend between worlds from Zika, just trying to clear out this wave and keep this turret upright as long as you can.
Yeah. Elk gets chunked down low, but both the engage tools from range are used, so no unstoppable onslaught, no Grand Starfall for AL. The wave, because there's no Baron left, is one shot by between worlds from Zika, so...
Now all we have to do is wait for 50 more seconds. Waybo Gaming just trying to scoop up whatever farm they can. They're going to actually go on to Hope here. He gets on Hope. Hope is caught, and he goes down. And everybody on Waybo is still alive. That's massive.
All I'm saying, Yanni, is these games, the gold leads actually in 2026 don't feel as real as they did last year. I feel like at any point, because of how much damage there is in the game, you just get one shot. And Xiaohu just got 1,000 gold. You would have loved that if that was on Elk. He would have loved that 1,000
like
shot there.
On the Wolf Camp here. The opportunity for him to really wow us is coming. Lying in wait, teleport coming in from behind. Here's Kyle. He caught all of them! Coming in over the top is Xiaohu.
It's not enough.
Backside, but everybody's still alive. JJ will fall between worlds, but Zika got stuffed, and all of a sudden it's a 5v3 as AL are knocking him down like dominoes. Elk's got to fight out of a bad spot, desperately trying.
There we go.
Hope's burst is too much for him to bear. Waybo Gaming are crumpling under the might of anyone's legend. A triple kill for Hope. Shanks puts the cherry on top, and we're going to Game 3.
Finally, AL, the first half of that engage is not convincing, but they chase down Elk enough so that they take him down at the end, and that's all AL need to break open the base and send us to an exciting Game 3, Yanni. This series has been a bit all over the place from both our teams. Game 1 was an Elk.
Or do they just decide, like, hey, Flandre said, I can have the Fury, don't worry. I think Team Venom,
they have until 20 seconds to swap. We don't have the timer, but we have the little bar. I like having a support with me. I wouldn't be that fussed if I had a support with me, but this looks scary.
There's going to be support on the top side. The Hound's pursuit. Tarzan coming in over the top. It's first blood for Flandre.
Yeah, Zika not happy with that one. You hope that this was a trump card. You had something up your sleeve, this Varus top, that it looked like it was Varus bot.
I do think that Flandre can really win 1v1s fairly easily. Again, this is a champion that is a little squishy. Arha looking to go in on Hope. Good flash from Elk there. Fourth shots abound, and Hope has realized that he is dead. Elk getting the kill.
Look at the going to be pushed in. Grubs will be started up by Waybo as looks like Arha has rotated up.
JJ going to be targeted out with the Hound's Pursuit. Turns the lights off. Where's he going to go? Or are they just going to try to turn around Arha with a great robe? And they will turn it on to Flandre's head. But here comes Kyle trying to save the day. Knockup is there. But JJ wants to get back in this fight. Good kiting from Zika as he's found the double kill. And Kyle's going to get feared. That's a triple kill for the Waybo Gaming top laner.
The game has been
reverse. And Flandre is left alone on an island. He does have his flash available as well, but he might just go down with the ship here. There's that W, trying to get away, flashes the Zenith Blade. Now Tarzan looking for the turnaround here. Now they're going to target out JJ here. JJ trying to escape, great solar flare. JJ down to half, there's that Chains of Corruption on top of it as well. It's a big stun. Here comes Shanks, but the lights are out. You can't see anything. Great Emperor's Divide. He finds him through the blindness, but JJ goes back in, and Xiaohu is ready to join the party. 3v3, but these health bars are starting to get chunked out. Xiaohu says, I want more. I have shown up to the fight. Still has that perfect execution, but he won't be able to use it.
He can go back topside and look for more.
You're going to go help out, get this dragon done a little bit faster.
Gonna go like a Nash's later. Not sure what the build is completely.
Hold on.
Shanks finds an
on
ult.
to Xiaohu here. Tarzan was nearby. Perfect execution will not get him out. It is a kill for Shanks. We have 7 seconds until the Rift Herald, and it does not look like Waybo is in position for this. So they will not be able to punish on the other side of the map.
Both supports just constantly covering this top side.
Oh, and yeah, Arha can find himself in a bit of a tricky scenario. Hold on, Hope might be in trouble. Here's the curtain call with the bullet time in response. We've seen something very similar to this a little while ago. Shanks gonna go right after JJ here. He's got that big attack speed because of the Bandle
That's a lot of
pipes built.
damage.
The Bandle pipes was built by Tarzan, so anytime you're near him, you're gonna get that buff.
Protoplasm Harness, I think that's what the name is.
Yep.
Really nice juke there from Hope in the mid lane, but Zika is...
Compared to the rest of the team, I think JJ, Elk, and Arha have played much better over the course of the season so far. So this has to be the game for Zika. Teleport coming in. Flandra wants to show up to this fight. 5,000 HP on this Rift Herald. Waybo Gaming getting stuck in the pit. More teleports coming in. Now our mid laners are going to join the party. She just still has that Paranoia. We're going to go in. Paranoia's up, but it's already too late. They've already found their members. Jan trying to get to this back line. Does a lot of damage. Kyle is dead. Elk trying to run from Flandra, but Flandra will run him down as the carries of Waybo will run down the AL mid laner. Curtain call coming out. 1 shot, 2 shot, and Flandra will fall. Xiaohu is the one picking him up. It's a 4-for-1. Waybo Gaming win the fight.
The team fight isn't actually about this virus.
Jeje and Xiaohu immediately recognizing we must kill Shanks. I really thought that fight was not going to go as well as it did for Waybo Gaming, especially after the start that AL had through the Paranoia. But AL down, not quite out. They want to go fight over this dragon. It's going to be a Chemtech Soul for this game. Ara immediately going to be the target. Good chunks coming out. He's going to eat a lot of these ultimates, flashing out, slowing up Flandra as Zika continues to hold the front line, keeping them away for the moment. 3,000 HP and still dropping. Tarzan once in. Paranoia used. Xiaohu looking to get to this backline. Charm is out, but look at all the damage. He's just dead, and now it's time to go in Emperor's Divide just to keep him away, and he will be denied. Arha falls, but Xiaohu is looking to clean things up. Shanks is low, and you can't be protected for that long as the shots ring true. It's a double kill for Zika.
Yanni, I think the game is just done. Where Chemtech Soul
Just
point
running back and forth. There was no way in.
in these team fights as well. But, hang on, hold that thought. Blue buff has been stolen away. Oh, sorry, actually it was secured by Waybo, not stolen away. So
blast plan out. Arha says, hey, we're not going to let them go that easily. Tarzan's going to be the one to get engaged on. Paranoia is out. It looks like Tarzan on the front line will fall. Or have Kyle getting charmed up here, trying to get to that back line, but he's dead. Now, bullet time coming through. Xiaohu very low, gets shut down by Flandra.
it's a good kill. And we'll put some gold in this Nefiri's pockets, but Waybo don't feel like they got enough. They use the Herald in bot, and it will net them this bot lane turret as well as at least a charge on this tier 2. So more plates going over to Waybo.
Emperor's Divide coming out, just trying to hold the line
The
here.
full tower too.
As upright as he can. This turret, it's going down slow. You don't have any more minions left, but they will squeeze all the toothpaste out of the tube. Meanwhile, Hope picking one up here in the mid lane.
Across the board, but AL have been struggling against the dive from Waybo. If they're not quick enough here, the dragon will simply be gone. This might just be a repeat of the last dragon, though.
All right, we'll see what happens. Waybo Gaming are a little split here. Bullet time coming across. They're still split. Paranoia's out. Arha
There's just no
out.
damage.
Everybody's still pretty healthy on AL. Flandra going in, but he can't get to Arha. He finally does. Zika's on the backside. He's got to flash out of there, and he goes up just a little bit too far. And now it's a 4v3. Waybo Gaming have to run for the hills. They lost the dragon, and they're losing the fight right now. Hope flashing forward, puts himself on the other side, gives his life for it, but it's Xiaohu against 3, desperately trying to get back to the turret. They dive him and get the job done. That is an ace for anyone's legend. TES can rejoice at home. Dragon is up. You know Waybo want to get it, secure that soul because of the way that these fights have gone. That extra power you'll get is pretty big. Tarzan coming through, sees Arha go over the wall. Arha trying to escape. They're going to tag him up, stun him up. You know, Hope's got a lot of damage too. Bullet time coming in over the top, and Arha can't escape. Lights are out, and who's home? They're going to try to get on top of the 80 carry, but JJ's got to find his way out. Meanwhile, Xiaohu gets the backside. Empress Divine. Zika's down. Elk is on the backside, and so is Xiaohu. They're split off. Waybo Gaming can't link up. Guess who's going down? It's JJ, and it's another ace for AL. All the way back, and they're shoving in to maybe end the game.
AL with the 2026 tower changes, Yanni, I don't think it's possible because of how tanky these turrets are. But AL, pull it back. I want to say, I have to imagine what Hope did was intentional. He gets hit by the chains, but the soul is on the board from Waybo, and it's going down fast.
Here's Tarzan. He's in the back of the pit right now. They're trying to make a fast play. They're going to go after Tarzan. Big knock up on the front side. Look who's on the back side. It's Flandra. And now he's looking for Zika next. Dragon is secured by Waybo, but I'm not sure it's enough. They don't have the health bars. Arha's on the bottom side, dying to Flandra. The only man left standing is Zika.
Nefiri top does so much. Oh my goodness. One-shots this Jhin, and Zika can't do anything but watch. He will die, and Waybo will only get the dragon. AL as 5 lose the soul, but they'll win the series and deny Waybo access to playoffs just yet.
What a bag fumble by Waybo Gaming. AL just turned it on and ran them over in the last few fights. 21 kills to 20, a 30.5-minute affair, and what an awesome series this was.